I was chatting with a friend the other day, and both of us happened to be in our 40s, and we were joking about how funny it is that going out to eat is such like a big part of our lives. When Friday starts to roll around, I'm starting to think about where we're going to go out to eat that weekend. It's just something I really enjoy doing. And I think a lot of you might agree that it's important to you as well. So that's why in today's video, I want to talk to you guys about my top 10 favorite places to go eat in Spring Hill, Tennessee. So without further ado, let's just dive right into the list. So my number one favorite place to go eat in Spring Hill is hands down Jonathan's. Jonathan's is an upscale sports grill, and that's pretty dang accurate. When you walk in, you'll notice that the restaurant is going to be divided into two main sections. You basically got your restaurant where there's going to be booths and tables everywhere, and they generally have a lot of places to sit, which I really love. The atmosphere is really nice. You'll see TVs hanging because it is a sports grill. It's kind of like dimly lit. It's not dark, but it's just got like a really nice vibe to it. And then as you walk through the restaurant section, you'll notice on the back, normally in the back, depending on which one you're at, they'll have a full bar. And it's a huge bar, and they'll have lots of high top tables, and the bar will be like square shaped with seats everywhere. And then TVs, I mean, forget it. They have a million TVs back there. So since I have kids, I don't ever get to make it back to the bar, unfortunately. But I have to tell you guys, the experience in the restaurant is just, it's amazing. The first thing my wife and I really love is the menu. They have a very, very extensive menu, so there's a little bit of something for everybody. They always have good service. Sometimes there's a little bit of a wait, but it's never that bad. So I really encourage you, check out Jonathan's. It's going to be more on the south side of Spring Hill in the Crossings area. It is so worth it. Jonathan's is a locally owned restaurant chain. I think they've maybe got like 10 locations or something like that throughout Tennessee, not even. Just really, really good. Jonathan's is like hands down a solid choice if you're looking to go out to eat in Spring Hill. All right, my second favorite place to eat in Spring Hill is Nelly's Pizza. Oh my gosh, guys. Nelly's is also located on the south side of Spring Hill, and it's located in a shopping center that is like, frankly, not very impressive. At first glance, you might look and go, I don't know. But I will tell you guys, this is owned by a local family that has a very, very long history in the pizza business. They have family members that have been doing this for a long time up in New York and then in Nashville and all over, and they have got their pizza down. This is a New York style pizza. They've got strombolis, they've got cannolis and all sorts of other stuff. And I'm telling you guys, it is well known. It is well known throughout Spring Hill, Tennessee, that Nelly's is probably one of the best pizza places, if not the best. My third favorite place to go eat in Spring Hill is actually a breakfast place, and it's called First Watch. Now, this is a really tough choice for me because we also have a Big Bad Breakfast in Spring Hill, and I absolutely love that place. But I think First Watch is just like a tick above that. And for those of you that don't know, the term First Watch is actually a nautical term, and it means first shift. And that kind of makes sense since First Watch is a breakfast place. It's only open from 7 a.m. to, I believe, 2:30 p.m. And they just have some really good and interesting dishes. They've got smoked salmon, they've got eggs Benedict, pancakes, they've got all sorts of good juices, their coffee's good. they just have, once again, like this huge extensive menu with all sorts of varieties of different breakfast foods. I feel like it's phenomenal. One thing that I think leads to my decision is everybody in my family likes it. We all go there and we find something we really love. And I think that's probably going to play a factor into a lot of the places that I choose today. So just keep that in mind. But First Watch, it's a great place. It opens early. Keep in mind, it is popular. So if you're to show up on a Saturday at like 8:30 or 9 a.m., just expect there to be a wait because it's just that popular. That frustrates me on one hand, but then I'm like, what do I want? This crappy place that doesn't have a wait? I mean, it's good. So people want to eat there. My fourth favorite place to go eat in Spring Hill actually just made this list. I just recently tried this place out and I knew I should have tried it sooner. I have heard rumors for a long time that it was a good place to eat, and that place is called The Spot Burgers and Beer. Now, the reason I held off on visiting The Spot is it's actually in a location where there's been a lot of turnover in restaurants. And I didn't want to commit to it to then have it shut down on me the following week or something like that. But they've been in business for a while now. My buddy from California finally said, dude, you've got to go try this place. He said the burgers are very similar to In-N-Out in his opinion. So we met there the other day for lunch. I'm a huge burger person. I love burger and I love beers. I try to hold off on the beers as much as possible just to watch my weight. But anyways, we showed up and I was really impressed. The second I walked in, I felt like the atmosphere was really nice. I love that they had a lot of seating. That's important to me. I saw TVs. The bar is really cool. It's like in the center and they've got all the taps. And then the burgers. I mean, there was like a huge variety of different burgers. I ended up getting the patty melt and oh my gosh, it was so good. It was so good. I think it was on like a sourdough bread that was like toasted with a little butter on it, melted cheese. Those patty melt was nice and smushed and it was just grease dripping off. It was really good. The fries were nice and crispy. They have onion rings. Really good place. And I noticed that the burgers had a really good taste to them as well. Like I went to Five Guys a couple weeks ago. I actually went twice because my kids liked it. And the second time I really paid attention to the flavor in the burger and I was like, this place blows Five Guys away. Like so much more flavor. I can tell the meat is like fresher and a better quality meat. And I enjoyed the fries. And one thing that I can tell you is when I left and I had a big patty melt and a lot of my fries, I didn't feel like, oh, I wish I didn't do that. Like my stomach didn't feel bloated or anything like that. So that's a positive as well. So The Spot, it's kind of located, you'll have to look up exactly where it's located. That's one issue with its location is it's not right on Main Street, so it's not really highly visible. But tons of parking, easy to get in and out, West Coast inspired burgers, locally owned. Check it out, guys. The Spot is really good. My fifth favorite place to go eat in Spring Hill is actually another pizza place. I've got kids, guys, and then my wife and I love pizza. We all love pizza here at my house, so it's how it is. And like I told you guys, a lot of the places on my list are influenced by what my family likes. So this next pizza place is called Viking Pizza, and it's actually quite different from Nelly's. Nelly's is more of like a New York style. Viking Pizza's specialty is they do specialty wood-fired pizzas. And I have to tell you, they have some really interesting pizzas. I had to write down some of the names here because I would never remember them. Check out some of these names here. Thor's Hammer, Dragonfire, Release the Kraken, and the Berserker. I mean, aren't those some really cool names? And I have to tell you, the pizza's phenomenal. It's really good. I don't know how you would describe it except for just wood-fired specialty pizza. That's really the only way I know how to describe it. Now, one huge positive, in my opinion, for Viking Pizza is it's located off of 𝐃𝐨𝐵𝐿 Road, and it's really far from, I say really far, it's far enough away from Main Street that you don't have to get stuck in all that traffic. At least I don't. I have a back roadway I can go, and I can avoid Main Street. They normally have a lot of parking, and when you walk in, it's like a really inviting atmosphere. If you go on a weekend, there's always all these families sitting around. They've got an outdoor dining area. They've got several beers on tap. It's not a ton of them, but it's enough. I think they have like 4 or 5, and then they've got bottles you can choose from. And it's really unique. They don't have waiters or waitresses. So you basically get in line, you wait if there's a line, and they usually have 2 registers working. Place your order, you would order your beer, and then you go sit down. If you want another beer, you got to get back up. So I'll normally order 2 at once just to cover myself. But we always have a really good experience there. They get really busy, but still they've ironed out a lot of their issues from the past, and they seem to be able to knock out the pizzas pretty quick, and they're always really good tasting. So I really highly recommend you check out Viking Pizza right off of 𝐃𝐨𝐿 Road. My 6th favorite place to go eat is actually just mine, and it's not my family's place. And this, of course, is going to be a coffee shop, but they also have some great food that I want to tell you about. And that is the Fainting Goat. I actually did a separate video for the Fainting Goat, and I'll post a link to that at the end of this video if you want to see what it looks like on the inside. But guys, this place is so cool. It's in this like old historic home, and when you pull up, you'll see on the side of the house, they always have a mural painted on the side, or it's like a mural, but it's not on the house, but it's attached like a poster or something like that. And it is always so cool. It's some like unique mural of like a goat or something like that. And they've got all these different colors. And then as you start to walk up, you'll see these seating areas outside, and there's a swing, like really cool vibe, even from the outside. And then when you go inside, you're like, whoa, it's like all wood everywhere, and there's chairs and seats. It's a little bit tight, I will admit that. And once again, this place is really popular. So if you go on a Saturday at 8:30 or 9 a.m., just know you're going to be waiting in line for like 15 minutes. I mean, that's just how it is. That's how it is with good places. I tend to go earlier in the morning and on a weekday, so it's not as bad, but just keep that in mind. So as far as coffee, I normally just get like a black coffee, a cold brew. I also like the Americano, and those have been really good, but they have all sorts of like specialty lattes as well with like flavors and stuff, kind of like along the lines of like a pumpkin spice latte, but then they have the different seasons and whatever their twist is. They use all natural syrups, so it's gonna taste a lot better than places like Starbucks, just saying. So as far as food, they actually have these breakfast burritos there, and they are really good, and they're really pretty good size too. I think they're like, I can't remember the price. They're like $6, $8, $10, something like that. And they've got 4 different types of burritos, and you can go on their website and read about them. I normally order the Pedro, and the Pedro's got seared chorizo mixed with scrambled eggs, Mexican cheese, and potatoes. And then from there, I'd choose one of their 4 salsas that they have. I'll normally take the salsa verde, like the green salsa. And oh my gosh, guys, you just get your coffee, get your burrito, go out and sit in your car and pig out like just a giant slob. You just sit there and you're like dipping it in the salsa. It's dripping all over you. You're looking around like, hope nobody sees me. It's so good. They're very, very filling. I will tell you that much. Like normally after I eat one, I kind of wish that I would only eat half and then wait and eat the other half maybe like a half hour later. And they come out really hot too, so you need to give them time to cool as well. But guys, I can't recommend enough the Fainting Goat. Check out the video I made of the Fainting Goat at the end of this video. I think you'll see that it's a really, really cool place. It's worth going to grab some breakfast. My 7th favorite place to go eat in Spring Hill is Cali Burrito. Now, I don't get there that often because I always forget about it. But oh my gosh, this place has, I believe they describe it as Southern California Mexican food. And oh my gosh, you walk in, it's kind of got a similar vibe to West Coast Tacos, which is a place that I did a video on in Franklin. When you walk in, they've got this big sign over the top of the register, and it's really colorful, and they've got all the different tacos and burritos that they have. When you look to the right, there's some booths, and I think they've got like a California Republic flag hanging, and it's really colorful in there. The pricing is really good. Like you can get a taco for like $4 or something like that. And I like that you're able to do that. Like go there, pick 2 or 3 things that you want to get, and that's all you have to get. You don't have to get like fries and a drink with it or anything like that. And I was trying to think how I could convince you people from California that it's a decent place to go eat. And I'm like, they're not going to take my word for it. So I went on to Yelp and listen to this review right here. Or I think it was from Facebook actually. Cali Burrito has the best Mexican food in the area. I was born and raised in San Diego, so I know what real Mexican food tastes like, and Cali Burrito meets the mark. My favorite things to order there are their Cali Burrito and shrimp burrito. They both taste like Mexican food back home. So there you have it, guys. Need I say more? Check out Cali Burrito. It's right next to Publix on Main Street in Spring Hill. Coming in at number 8 for my favorite places to eat in Spring Hill is a place called 𝐸 Op. I always thought that was a strange name, and I think I maybe resisted going there for a while because I was like, I don't know. And I believe it's 𝐸 Op cold grilled ice cream. And that had me so confused. But then my friend said, Matt, they carry poke bowls. And I was like, what? I love poke bowls. So I had to try it. I went over there, and this is like another place that my kids probably wouldn't like. My wife loves it. They've got all these selections for meats. My favorite normally would be to get the steak and shrimp, and then you would choose your rice. They've got white or brown. I usually do a 50-50 mix. A little bit of healthy and then a little bit of, I think it's fried. Maybe it's fried and white. I can't remember. But either way, my thought is it's a little bit healthy and a little bit on the edge. And then you get all your toppings. They've got like jalapenos, edamame. I mean, there's fish eggs, all sorts of different toppings. And then the sauces. Just top it off with the 𝐬𝐿 sauce and some fried wontons. Oh my gosh. Once again, just take that and go in your car and pig out. It is so good. And they're really big servings. I feel like it's a little pricey, but then when you see what you get, it's worth it. And compared to other things out there, what you might pay for, like at a restaurant, it's really not that bad. So I don't mind paying the price to support them because I feel like the quality is there. It's really located more on the north side of Spring Hill, right off of Main Street. It's next to Chick-fil-A and next to a chicken salad chick. It is so worth it to go check that place out. If you like poke bowls, check it out, guys. I promise you will love it. All right, so this next one, I just know I'm gonna catch a lot of crap from you guys on this next one. I know it. It's always controversial to talk about Mexican restaurants. It's how it is. People have very strong opinions, and I understand. But remember, this is my list, not yours. This is mine. So coming in at number 9, one of our favorite places to go eat as a family is the Acapulco Mexican Grill. Now, I'm not claiming that this is going to be like the best Mexican restaurant ever. It's as close to real Mexican food or anything like that. I have no idea if it is or if it isn't. I'm sure they claim it is. We just really love everything about it. It's kind of off the beaten path. It's not far from Main Street, but it's back around on the backside of a shopping center. They've always got ample parking. There's a lot of seating in there. They've got a really nice outdoor patio. So when the weather is nice, it's really nice to go sit out there. We usually can get in really quickly. And like I said, everyone in my family really loves the menu. And here recently, I'm going to say in like the last month, they completely redid their menu and it is really good. They still have a lot of the old stuff they had, but they've got some new stuff in there that is interesting. We normally get really good service. I'll get this giant Dos Equis amber beer. I mean, it makes me look like a complete alcoholic with it. I'm always like kind of hiding in the corner, but it is so good. You get that big beer. My wife will get a big margarita. We deserve it. We worked hard all weekend and just sit there. We'll get cheese dip. I know people from California hate this cheese dip, but we love it. We'll get their cheese dip, some nachos. I'm all over the place as far as what I order. I like a lot of different stuff at Mexican. I tend to really enjoy their authentic Mexican tacos. Those seem to be really good. You just choose your meat. They're in a little tortilla. They put some onions on it and some cilantro. There's no cheese on it or anything like that. But check it out, guys. We really enjoy it. Acapulco Mexican Grill right here in Spring Hill, Tennessee. All right, so coming in at number 10 is going to be a barbecue restaurant. You guys knew I could not leave out barbecue. Not here in Tennessee. I couldn't do that. So in Spring Hill, we have a place that's called Martin's Barbecue. And I got to tell you guys, it is phenomenal. You can pretty much ask anybody and they're going to give you a good review of Martin's Barbecue. It would be weird for someone to just say they have bad barbecue. It's really good. I have talked to people about how they feel it compares to a place called Ed-Lee's, which is up in Nashville in Franklin. And Ed-Lee's is just really, really good. And a lot of people feel like Martin's is at least at the same level or better. Imagine that. So Martin's, once again, super cool atmosphere. There's pretty good parking. It's a little bit tight over there, so just kind of keep that in mind. But when you go in, the atmosphere is so cool and it's really laid back. You get in line right away and you place your order and then you've got a number and you take it over to your table. That can kind of happen quick. So I might suggest that you like preview the menu prior to going. And I think the same thing with Viking pizza, now that I think about it. Preview that menu so you kind of know what you want. Because sometimes you get in line and there's just a lot of pressure, right? Your kids are there, people are behind you. So anyways, you place your order, you get your number, you go sit down, get your drinks. And they're pretty quick getting the food out to you, but even if it takes a little bit, be patient because it's worth the wait. It is such good food, a good atmosphere, good service. I really, really enjoy Martin's Barbecue. I don't get there enough, honestly. All right, guys, that wraps up my top 10 favorite places to eat in Spring Hill, Tennessee. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please just give me a little like right there. Maybe consider subscribing. And also, guys, keep in mind, I'm a real estate agent right here in the Spring Hill, Tennessee area. I make videos like this not only to help you guys find the place where you want to move to, but also just to like share my experiences about the community, just so you and anyone else can learn more about it. If you'd be interested in working with me, head over to workwithmatt.com, and from there you can schedule a 15-minute phone consultation. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.